Hey ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and it looks like tricky Nikki Haley may have another trick up her sleeve. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. You know, often politicians will tip their hand. They'll let you know what they're thinking, what their next moves are, what their next plans are. And oftentimes, you have to be paying very close attention to pick up on it. Well, that's what happened today when I picked up on a little something something from Representative Dean Phillip. Now, you may not know who he is. A lot of people don't. He's the guy who's challenging President Joe Biden in the Democrat Party, and he has less of a shot than Nikki Haley. His campaign is ridiculous, but he wants to raise his national profile. Well, he did an interview this week where he talked about the fact that he believes Nikki Haley has no chance to defeat Donald Trump in the Republican primary. Okay, welcome to reality, Dean. You also have no chance to defeat Joe Biden. That being said, what he talked about here was him and Nikki forming what he called a unity ticket. And this unity ticket would take on Trump and take on Biden. Here's the problem with that scenario I'm going to give to you guys right now, because that might be a nightmare scenario for a lot of people. Sounds good to a lot of independents on paper. The problem is, almost every state has some form of sore loser law. And what that means is, if you campaign for your party's nomination, Democrat, Republican, Independent, Green Party, No Labels Party, whatever it is, if you campaign for your party's nomination and you lose, you cannot then run as another party or as an independent person in the election in that state, which would mean they wouldn't make the ballot in almost all 50 states. So they'd have no chance. But it could draw funding away from the two major competitors, though I doubt very much. I want you to listen to this, though, and I want you to tell me how plausible you think this is. So let's take a listen, and please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. It really helps us out. I'm Carmine Sabia for Explain America. We love you guys. God bless you. Take care, everybody.
Wouldn't all your listeners be more compelled by maybe Nikki Haley and Dean Phillips getting together on a unity ticket and actually doing for the first time, perhaps in our country's history, what most Americans really want, which is cooperation, collaboration, participation, decency, common sense, leadership? So I'm going to turn the question that way, because there's no way Nikki Haley will become the nominee in the GOP. And the fact of the matter is, right now, the Democratic Party doesn't want competition and seems to want to coronate Joe Biden. So I think the real question
So
is,
as an independent, let's say she ran as an independent, you would run as her VP?
I think it's a conversation that Ambassador Haley and I should have, if that's what this comes down to, in the event of a Donald Trump victory in this November, which is almost certain if Joe Biden is the nominee. I think any American who opposes that should celebrate, encourage, and inspire an alternative that can actually win and lead our country in the way that people want. And I think anybody, including myself, should keep open minds and hearts about that. I hope Nikki Haley does, and I think America could be very well served by some type of a bipartisan ticket that restores faith in government and, most importantly, demonstrates to the world that America can work together and restore its extraordinary brand around the entire world. And that's my aspiration, Chad.